Hello my fellow YouTubers. In today's video I want to talk to you about some tips and tricks when using an agent, whether you decide to use an agent or not on your next real estate deal. So with that being said, let's go over to my laptop so we can go over some tips and tricks. Buying a house without an agent. Here's some things to consider. When buying a house without an agent, here's some facts. All homes are available to you. So whether you have an agent or not, all homes are going to be available to you for purchase. Listing agents, things to be aware of. When you're dealing with a listing agent, be advised that the listing agent itself is looking out for the seller's interest, not the buyer's interest. So they're going to try to get top dollar for their seller, not the buyer. Whether you use an agent or not, you're going to need an attorney. So that's going to be some fees that you're going to incur. So keep that in mind when you're trying to do this thing on your own. You're still going to have to deal with closing costs whether or not you use an agent. So keep that in mind. That's another expense, closing costs, that you're going to have to deal with. However, the builder pays the commissions. The builder has to deal with the monetary funds of dealing with commissions. The MLS, however, has a quick possessions of homes. There is a list of homes in the MLS that will provide you to homes that are quick possession homes. So if that is something you're interested in, go ahead and research that. Sellers can end up with more with an agent, meaning let's say there's a particular situation that arises, something's wrong with the property, and you're going through the motions, and you find that out at the final inspection of the property. Well, if you have all this written down and you have it in your contract, you can say, no, we're reneging on this because we found the roof is leaking, or there's a hole in the wall, or whatever the case may be. So actually the agent can protect you through the contract. Disclosure issues. Of course, there's a section of disclosure issues. The person selling the property has to disclose all issues regarding that property. Mineral rights disclosures. These are all things that the real estate agent can help you with. The mineral rights disclosure, whether the property, the land that it's on. Residential property disclosures, anything dealing with the residential property. Inspection of the home, as I spoke to you a few minutes ago, dealing with inspections of the home. Survey the property line. It would be nice to see where the property line ends, so that way you can physically see where the property line ends. With that being said, sometimes people put fences and things of sort in your property, well, because no survey was ever conducted. So it would be good to know that beforehand, so that way you find out that your neighbor's fence line is not in your property. Negotiation of repairs. Let's say something comes about and you don't have an agent. You're going to have to deal with that negotiation process. But if you have an agent, you can tell the agent the particular predicament that you've encountered, and that agent will fight for you to try to hash out the situation and deal with those repairs. A builder and a real estate agent, they always have a great rapport, because the majority of business from the builders is brought to from real estate agents. So they have that rapport already, so you should use that as leverage to help you in your endeavor. You can lose your retainer fee. Like if you have a retainer fee and you're going through a contract with someone, and that you place it in their contract, you're doing this all by yourself, you can lose the retainer fee. However, if you have that put in your contract and you're using an agent, say that you want your retainer fee back, if things don't hash out, you can have that placed in your contract, and your agent can help you with that. You can end up overspending. Sometimes things come about and they'll overcharge you, so you can end up overspending. But if you have somebody looking out for your better interests, such as an agent, they can help you not overspend in a particular predicament that might arise. You can miss out on other fees. Sometimes they might not tell you about the HOA fees or other fees that come about that are with this particular property. So if you don't do your homework and everything's said and done and you go to closing, you could miss out on these extra fees. Contingencies that could be added on. Let's say you're doing your final inspection of the home and you find something wrong with it. Well, if you don't have any contingencies in place, meaning something in writing That's saying during the final process or the final walkthrough, if we find anything, wrong, roof leaking, a tree falls on the house, anything of that sort, you can lose your balance, your down payment. You can lose a lot. So it's better to have everything in writing, and having a real estate agent can help you avoid all these things by putting in place contingency fees, or contingencies, I should say. Being naive can cost you a lot in the long run. So when you're dealing with real estate, don't be naive. Seek out to the professionals so they can help you out. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe. And if you're looking to make money online, please click on the link below for my #1 choice for making money online. As well as if you are looking into invest in real estate, go ahead and reach out to my partners at Coast to Coast Capital Partners, where they look for discounted properties throughout the United States. I thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you.